The retrograde motion of planets has always been a significant phenomenon in astrology, marking periods of reflection, reevaluation, and transformation. When Mercury and Venus both turn retrograde in Pisces, the impact is particularly profound, as Pisces is a sign deeply connected to intuition, emotions, spirituality, and transcendence. Mercury, the planet of intellect, communication, and analysis, struggles in the boundless waters of Pisces, where logic often gives way to emotion. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, and pleasure, finds exaltation in Pisces, but its retrograde motion here brings a period of reassessment in matters of relationships, finances, and personal values. The combination of these two planets in retrograde in the same sign creates an intricate astrological environment that influences various aspects of life on both personal and collective levels. It's essential to note that these insights are grounded in Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. Mercury retrograde in Pisces signifies a time when rational thinking may become clouded by emotions and intuition takes precedence over logic. Mercury naturally governs details, facts, and structured thought, but Pisces, being a sign ruled by Jupiter, is more inclined towards dreams, illusions, and spirituality. This retrograde phase can lead to confusion, misinterpretations, and difficulties in decision-making. Communications may become unclear, and misunderstandings could arise more frequently. This is a time when people may struggle to articulate their thoughts effectively, and there may be an increased likelihood of miscommunication in personal and professional relationships. During this period, it is common for individuals to experience heightened intuition and an inclination towards deep reflection. Past issues may resurface, demanding resolution before one can move forward. Mercury retrograde in Pisces can also bring vivid dreams, moments of déjà vu, and an enhanced connection to the subconscious. While this can be a great time for spiritual pursuits, meditation, and artistic endeavors, practical matters such as contracts, travel, and important decisions should be approached with caution. It is advisable to double-check all forms of communication, avoid impulsive choices, and remain patient when dealing with delays or setbacks. Venus retrograde in Pisces, on the other hand, brings a period of introspection in love, relationships, finances, and self-worth. Venus is exalted in Pisces, meaning it reaches its highest expression in this sign, promoting unconditional love, artistic beauty, and deep emotional connections. However, when Venus turns retrograde, its usual flow of affection and pleasure is interrupted, leading to a phase of reconsideration. Relationships from the past may reappear, either for closure or for a second chance. People may feel a stronger pull towards nostalgia, reflecting on past loves, past creative projects, or even past financial decisions. Adding to this complex astrological landscape, the Sun joins this transit, forming a rare and powerful 5-planet stellium in Pisces. The Sun represents self-identity, vitality, and authority, and its presence in Pisces illuminates the subconscious realm. During this time, people may feel more drawn to introspection, exploring their inner world and seeking a higher sense of purpose. However, the Sun's presence in this retrograde-heavy environment may also bring ego conflicts, a struggle between rationality and emotions, and a tendency to idealize situations rather than seeing them clearly. This retrograde period can reveal hidden dynamics in relationships, bringing unspoken issues to the surface. Any unresolved emotions or lingering doubts may become impossible to ignore. Venus retrograde in Pisces asks individuals to evaluate whether their relationships are built on genuine connection or merely illusions. Romantic fantasies may be challenged, forcing people to distinguish between reality and idealization. This is not the best time to start new relationships, make significant financial investments, or undergo drastic changes in personal aesthetics, as the retrograde influence can cloud judgment. The combined effect of Mercury and Venus retrograde in Pisces creates a highly introspective period where emotions and past experiences take focus. People may feel an increased sense of nostalgia, longing, or even confusion about what they truly desire. Since Pisces is a mutable water sign, there can be fluctuations in emotions, making it difficult to find clarity. This period encourages slowing down, looking inward, and addressing emotional baggage that may have been ignored. It is an ideal time for spiritual practices, creative pursuits, and inner healing, but not the best for making concrete plans or long-term commitments. From a global perspective, the retrograde motion of Mercury and Venus in Pisces can influence artistic and cultural trends, bringing renewed interest in past artistic expressions, spiritual movements, and humanitarian efforts. There may also be a greater collective focus on emotional well-being, mental health, and the impact of dreams and subconscious influences on daily life. On a more challenging note, misinformation, deception, and unrealistic expectations may become more prevalent, requiring careful discernment in media, relationships, and financial matters. This retrograde period occurs while Saturn is also transiting Pisces, adding a layer of karmic lessons and reality checks to the mix. Saturn's presence ensures that any illusions or escapist tendencies brought by Mercury and Venus retrograde will eventually be met with hard truths. The conjunction of these retrogrades with Saturn's influence means that personal and collective matters related to love, communication, and finances must be approached with maturity and responsibility. Lessons from past mistakes will be unavoidable, and only those who are willing to confront the truth will find meaningful growth. Another key astrological factor to consider is the presence of Rahu in Pisces during this period. Rahu intensifies whatever it touches, amplifying the dreamlike, illusionary, and sometimes deceptive qualities of Pisces. With Mercury and Venus retrograding in the same sign, there is a heightened risk of getting lost in fantasies, misinformation, or emotional manipulation. Rahu's influence may lead some to idealize situations, only to face disillusionment later. It is crucial to stay grounded and avoid making major life-altering decisions under an unclear mental and emotional state. As this retrograde season unfolds, individuals should focus on self-awareness, emotional healing, and refining their creative and spiritual pursuits. It is a time to reassess personal values, understand emotional patterns, and release anything that no longer serves personal growth. Journaling, meditation, reconnecting with artistic passions, and seeking inner clarity can be particularly beneficial during this time. The key to navigating this period successfully is to embrace the fluid, introspective nature of Pisces while maintaining a balance between dreams and reality. When Mercury and Venus resume direct motion, a new level of clarity and understanding will emerge, allowing individuals to move forward with renewed insight and emotional wisdom. The 5-planet stellium in Pisces is an extremely rare and transformative celestial event. This concentrated energy in one zodiac sign creates an overwhelming focus on Piscean themes, spirituality, emotions, dreams, and intuition. While this alignment can bring profound personal and collective awakenings, it can also cause instability, mood swings, and an over-reliance on emotions over logic. The key to successfully navigating this period is maintaining a balance between spiritual exploration and practical reality. With 5 celestial bodies influencing Pisces, the potential for deep transformation, karmic lessons, and spiritual revelations is immense, but so is the risk of confusion, escapism, and emotional turbulence. Setting clear intentions and avoiding impulsive decisions will help individuals harness the energy of this stellium in a productive way. To accurately assess the impact of these transits, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Additionally, consider the position of your current Maha-Dasha lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current dasha period. These specific outcomes will depend on individual dasha periods and how these transits interact with your natal planetary placements. For example, if you are currently in Venus's Maha-Dasha period, Venus transit influence will be particularly prominent. Remember, the effects of these transits vary for each person. Let's explore how they may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses they transit. For Aries, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, combined with Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, forming a conjunction with Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Rahu, will significantly influence your life. This transit will create a complex energetic atmosphere, affecting your career, relationships, finances, health, and spirituality. Understanding how these retrogrades function will be essential for you to navigate this period wisely. Retrogrades in astrology often bring introspection, delays, and reevaluations. Mercury's retrograde in Pisces, from March 15th to April 7th, will highlight miscommunications, misunderstandings, and challenges in decision-making. Since Mercury rules intelligence, speech, and analytical thinking, its backward motion in the dreamy and intuitive sign of Pisces may cause you to experience mental fog, emotional confusion, and misinterpretation of facts. Venus, the planet of love, luxury, and relationships, also retrogrades in Pisces from March 2nd to April 13th. Venus is exalted in Pisces, meaning its retrograde here will cause you to reflect deeply on your self-worth, partnerships, and desires. When Saturn enters Pisces on March 29th, forming a conjunction with these planets, you'll feel an added sense of discipline, responsibility, and karmic retribution. This cluster of planetary influences occurs in your 12th house, which governs spirituality, foreign travel, solitude, subconscious thoughts, losses, and hidden enemies. Be prepared for a period of deep self-exploration, emotional release, and potential financial and professional adjustments. The 12th house is a mysterious sector of your horoscope, often bringing hidden influences into play, so staying aware of your actions and choices during this time will be crucial. One of the main themes you will experience during this transit is emotional and spiritual introspection. Mercury retrograde in the 12th house often stirs subconscious thoughts, unresolved traumas, and past experiences that need healing. You may find yourself reflecting on past decisions, questioning your current life path, and seeking deeper meaning in your daily routines. Your dreams may become more vivid, and intuitive insights could increase, guiding you toward necessary realizations. However, this increased introspection may also lead to overthinking, anxiety, or a sense of confusion about the future. Venus retrograde in the 12th house will bring up unresolved relationship issues. You may reconnect with past lovers, either physically or emotionally, causing you to question the lessons learned in those relationships. If you are in an existing relationship, you might experience distance, misunderstandings, or a need for personal space. The 12th house governs hidden affairs, so you may feel tempted by secret romances or feel the need to reevaluate your current partnership. The key to handling Venus retrograde is honesty and self-awareness. This is not an ideal time for major romantic commitments, but rather for gaining clarity about your desires and emotional needs. On the financial front, this transit requires you to be cautious. The 12th house is associated with expenses, losses, and hidden financial matters. Mercury retrograde may bring unexpected financial setbacks, misplaced transactions, or delays in payments. Venus retrograde, being linked to luxury and indulgence, may tempt you to overspend, particularly on items you later regret purchasing. Saturn's presence in this house, starting March 29th, will act as a strict teacher, urging you to practice financial discipline and avoid reckless spending. It's an excellent time for you to review financial strategies, clear debts, and focus on long-term stability rather than short-term pleasures. Career-wise, you may experience delays and confusion, especially in areas related to international business, remote work, or creative fields. Mercury retrograde in Pisces can bring miscommunications in workplace interactions, making it crucial for you to double-check emails, contracts, and important paperwork. Venus retrograde may cause dissatisfaction in your career progress, leading you to contemplate changes or question your passion for your current job. With Saturn's influence entering this house, if you work in spiritual, medical, or humanitarian fields, you may find yourself burdened with increased responsibilities. However, if you approach this transit with patience, it can help you restructure your career goals with more clarity and realism. Health-wise, you should pay close attention to your mental and emotional well-being. The 12th house is linked to isolation, sleep, and hidden health issues. Mercury and Venus retrogrades may cause sleep disturbances, anxiety, or a need for solitude. It's essential for you to prioritize self-care, engage in meditation, and avoid suppressing emotions. Saturn's entry into Pisces could bring karmic lessons related to health, requiring you to adopt more disciplined habits. Avoid overindulgence in unhealthy foods or habits, as Venus retrograde might tempt you into escapism through material comforts. The 12th house represents enlightenment, solitude, and connection to the higher self. Mercury retrograde will encourage you to rethink your spiritual beliefs, while Venus retrograde will prompt a reassessment of your values and relationships from a soul perspective. Saturn's presence in Pisces will bring a more serious tone to spirituality, pushing you to establish consistent spiritual practices such as meditation or journaling. This period can be deeply transformative if you embrace the need for inner work and healing. In relationships with friends and family, you may feel emotionally distant or experience miscommunications. Mercury retrograde may lead to misunderstandings, while Venus retrograde could create moments of emotional withdrawal. It's important for you to practice patience, communicate clearly, and avoid making impulsive decisions about relationships. This is a time to listen more, reflect on past interactions, and ensure that your emotional responses are coming from a place of clarity rather than confusion. Despite the challenges, this transit offers you a valuable opportunity for growth. The combination of Mercury and Venus retrogrades, along with Saturn's influence, urges you to slow down, reflect, and restructure various aspects of your life. By embracing patience, self-awareness, and spiritual insight, you can navigate this period with wisdom and emerge stronger and more aligned with your true purpose. Rather than viewing retrogrades as obstacles, see them as a chance to refine your thoughts, heal emotional wounds, and prepare for a more stable future once these planetary movements settle. The key takeaway for you is to surrender to the flow, trust the process, and allow yourself to evolve through introspection and discipline. For Taurus, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, combined with Saturn's transit into Pisces on March 29th, will be a significant astrological event for you. As an Earth sign ruled by Venus, you will feel the retrogrades intensely, particularly in areas related to communication, relationships, finances, and personal growth. Mercury retrograde in Pisces will impact you in multiple ways, primarily in areas of introspection, communication, and decision-making. Pisces, being your 11th house, governs friendships, gains, aspirations, and networking. During this retrograde, misunderstandings in your social circles are likely, and communication errors may lead to confusion. Messages may be misinterpreted, delays in responses may cause frustration, and past friends or acquaintances may unexpectedly reappear. You may feel mentally overwhelmed, finding it challenging to make clear decisions. It is advisable to double-check all important messages, contracts, and plans to avoid unnecessary complications. The impact of Venus retrograde in Pisces will be profound since Venus is your ruling planet. Pisces represents a spiritual and dreamy area, which will make you reevaluate your desires, relationships, and financial matters. Retrograde Venus can create a sense of dissatisfaction in your love life and partnerships, making you question your emotional fulfillment. Old relationships may resurface, or unresolved emotions from past love affairs may demand closure. You may feel drawn toward fantasy and idealism, but it is crucial to distinguish between genuine emotional needs and illusions during this time. Financially, impulsive spending or losses in speculative ventures may occur, so it is best to be cautious with investments and financial commitments. With Saturn entering Pisces on March 29th, it will form a conjunction with Mercury, Venus, the Sun, and Rahu. This rare planetary alignment will bring karmic lessons related to your aspirations, friendships, and long-term goals. Saturn, known for discipline and structure, will challenge you to rethink your ambitions and how you engage with your social circles. If you have had unrealistic expectations in friendships or networking, Saturn will expose these illusions and demand a more pragmatic approach. Rahu's influence in this conjunction may bring a sense of unpredictability, creating both opportunities and challenges. You may experience a shift in your social status or group affiliations, and some of you may find yourselves moving toward new ideological or spiritual directions. Mercury retrograde is often associated with mental confusion, technological mishaps, and delays in travel or communication. For you, this retrograde will demand patience and reflection. Any ongoing projects or negotiations should be reviewed carefully before finalizing, as errors in documentation or miscommunications could lead to setbacks. It is also a time when you may feel nostalgic, revisiting old memories or reconnecting with people from the past. However, it is essential to approach these reconnections with a realistic perspective, as not everything that resurfaces will hold long-term value. Venus retrograde, on the other hand, will trigger deep emotional reassessments. You may find yourself longing for deeper emotional connections but struggling to express your needs effectively. Relationships that have been built on weak foundations may experience strain, leading to breakups or reevaluations. If you are in a committed relationship, you may have to address unresolved issues and make compromises to strengthen your bond. Self-worth and personal values will also come under scrutiny, making this a crucial time for you to realign your desires with your true priorities. Financially, you should be cautious about luxury purchases and extravagant expenses during Venus retrograde. There may be temptations to indulge in shopping sprees or investments that seem appealing but lack long-term benefits. Saturn's conjunction with Venus and Mercury in Pisces will demand financial discipline, emphasizing the importance of saving and planning for future stability. You may have to reassess your financial strategies and let go of impractical monetary habits. With multiple planets retrograde in Pisces, you may experience heightened intuition and spiritual awareness. This period will encourage self-reflection, prompting you to explore deeper philosophical and metaphysical questions. Meditation, journaling, and introspection will prove beneficial, allowing you to gain clarity on your life direction. Dreams may be more vivid, offering subconscious insights into unresolved matters. However, the challenge will be in distinguishing between genuine spiritual revelations and illusions created by external influences. The retrograde motion of Mercury and Venus, combined with Saturn's entry into Pisces, will push you to redefine your goals, aspirations, and social circles. This period may bring career-related changes, possibly delays or revisions in professional projects. You should remain adaptable and patient, as these setbacks will ultimately lead to better clarity and stronger foundations. It is a time for reassessment rather than immediate action. Networking efforts may require extra caution, as misunderstandings and misaligned expectations could lead to disappointments. Use this transit as an opportunity for self-growth and internal transformation. Instead of resisting change, embracing flexibility and a willingness to learn will lead to personal and professional advancement. The lessons of these retrogrades will revolve around patience, discipline, and the ability to discern what truly matters. By the end of this period, you will emerge with a clearer vision of your path, equipped with newfound wisdom and emotional resilience. Overall, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, along with Saturn's conjunction, will bring profound changes in your social, financial, and emotional landscapes. Challenges may arise in communication, relationships, and career progress, but these obstacles will ultimately serve as catalysts for growth. By maintaining a balanced approach and embracing introspection, you will be able to navigate these astrological shifts with grace and wisdom. Patience and self-awareness will be key during this transit, ensuring that you make thoughtful and informed decisions that align with your long-term goals. For Gemini, the planetary transits in March and April 2025 are set to bring profound transformations, as Mercury and Venus both undergo retrogradation in Pisces. Mercury, your ruling planet, will retrograde from March 15th to April 7th, while Venus will be retrograde in Pisces from March 2nd to April 13th, 2025. Mercury retrograde is known for bringing communication breakdowns, delays, and a need to reassess ongoing matters. As your ruling planet, its retrograde cycle has a profound impact on your mental clarity, decision-making, and daily affairs. In Pisces, which represents your 10th house of career and reputation, this retrograde will push you to reevaluate your professional goals, workplace relationships, and long-term ambitions. You may experience confusion regarding career choices, miscommunication with superiors, or sudden changes in job responsibilities. It is advisable to avoid making any impulsive career decisions or signing important contracts during this time. Instead, use this period to reflect on past mistakes and refine your professional strategies. If there have been unresolved issues in your workplace, this retrograde may bring them to the surface, requiring you to find a diplomatic resolution. Venus retrograde in Pisces, happening concurrently, will add a layer of emotional and financial reassessment. Venus governs love, relationships, luxury, and finances, and its retrograde phase often brings past relationships, old emotional wounds, and financial miscalculations to light. Since Pisces is your 10th house, this retrograde suggests a period where your professional relationships and financial stability may feel uncertain. Romantic connections formed in the workplace could face misunderstandings, and any past professional conflicts may resurface. If you have been overindulging in extravagant spending or making hasty financial investments, this is a time to reassess and correct your financial course. The conjunction of Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Saturn, and Rahu in Pisces on March 29th further intensifies the effects of these retrogrades. Saturn's entry into Pisces marks a new karmic cycle related to career discipline, structure, and responsibilities. Its conjunction with Venus and Mercury retrograde suggests that the delays and reevaluations you experience in March and April are not merely accidental but are necessary for long-term growth. Saturn brings a reality check, forcing you to address past career mistakes, unfulfilled responsibilities, or professional commitments that lack structure. Rahu's presence in this conjunction creates an illusionary effect, meaning you must be cautious of misleading opportunities, deceptive career offers, or exaggerated promises from colleagues and superiors. This is also a time of heightened introspection. Mercury retrograde in Pisces is likely to make you feel mentally scattered, so focusing on grounding practices such as meditation, journaling, or mindful planning will be beneficial. Avoid overanalyzing situations or making rushed decisions under the influence of temporary setbacks. Instead, use this time to reconsider your long-term professional vision and make necessary adjustments once Mercury turns direct. Relationships will also undergo transformation during this period. With Venus retrograde, you may feel emotionally distant from your partner, or past relationship issues may come up for healing. If you are single, you may reconnect with a past lover or experience delays in forming new romantic connections. This retrograde teaches valuable lessons about love, self-worth, and emotional security. Any romantic illusions you have held onto will be challenged, pushing you toward a more realistic and mature approach to relationships. Financially, this is a period where caution is needed. Venus retrograde can lead to unexpected expenses, delays in payments, or issues with investments. It is not an ideal time to make major financial commitments, such as purchasing property, luxury items, or entering new business partnerships. Instead, focus on reviewing your financial strategies and identifying areas where you need more stability and control. Once Venus turns direct in mid-April, you will have a clearer perspective on how to move forward financially. Health-wise, the retrogrades may bring increased stress, mental fatigue, or sleep disturbances. The heavy planetary energy in Pisces can lead to emotional overwhelm, making it important to prioritize self-care. Avoid overworking yourself and ensure you take time for relaxation and rejuvenation. Since Pisces governs the feet and immune system, Geminis should be mindful of infections, waterborne illnesses, or fatigue-related issues during this time. Spiritual growth and inner reflection will be a significant theme during these retrogrades. With multiple planets in Pisces, your 10th house, you may question the true purpose of your career and public image. This is a time to align your professional pursuits with your deeper values and aspirations. If your current job lacks meaning or fulfillment, these transits may push you to seek more purposeful work. You may also explore spiritual or creative interests, as Pisces enhances intuition and artistic expression. The key to navigating this period successfully is patience and adaptability. Mercury and Venus retrogrades are not meant to bring chaos but to highlight areas in your life that need reassessment. Saturn's influence ensures that any changes made during this time will have long-term consequences, so avoid shortcuts and impulsive actions. Trust the process and allow things to unfold naturally. By the time Mercury and Venus turn direct in April, you will have gained valuable insights into your career path, relationships, and financial matters, setting you up for more stability and clarity in the months ahead. Overall, this is a transformative period for Gemini natives, marked by deep introspection, career reevaluations, financial caution, and relationship reassessments. The presence of Saturn, Rahu, and multiple retrograde planets in Pisces signals that major karmic lessons are unfolding. While challenges may arise, they are ultimately guiding you toward a more authentic and structured future. By maintaining a balanced approach and avoiding impulsive decisions, you will emerge from this period with greater wisdom and clarity, ready to embrace new opportunities in your career and personal life. For Cancer, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, combined with Saturn's significant transit into Pisces on March 29th, will bring a transformative period. This transit will have a profound impact on your philosophical outlook, long-term aspirations, and emotional well-being. Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and decision-making, will retrograde in Pisces, a sign that governs your 9th house. This house represents higher learning, long-distance travel, spiritual pursuits, and wisdom. When Mercury moves backward in this sector, you might face delays in educational endeavors, miscommunications regarding travel plans, and introspection about your faith and personal philosophy. Old academic or legal matters might resurface, requiring reevaluation. You may also find yourself questioning long-held beliefs or rethinking your perspective on life. Since Mercury governs analytical thinking and logical processing, its retrograde in a water sign like Pisces can make you rely more on intuition rather than rationality. You may find it difficult to articulate your thoughts clearly, which could lead to misunderstandings in academic and professional discussions. This is not an ideal time to sign important documents or commit to long-term agreements, as details may be overlooked. If you must proceed with crucial decisions, double-check all paperwork and seek guidance from a trusted advisor. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, and finances, will also be retrograde in Pisces, impacting your 9th house. Since Venus rules relationships and pleasures, its backward movement can bring challenges in love and partnerships. You may reconnect with an old flame or encounter people from your past who left a lasting emotional impact. However, this is not necessarily a time to rekindle old romances, as Venus retrograde can bring illusions that fade once the planet turns direct. Financially, you may face some hurdles regarding investments, especially those related to international trade, education, or spiritual pursuits. Avoid making impulsive financial decisions, as Venus retrograde can cloud your judgment. Instead, use this period to reassess your values and determine what truly brings you fulfillment. Your relationship with mentors, teachers, or spiritual guides may also undergo transformation, leading to deeper understanding or disillusionment. A major turning point arrives on March 29th, when Saturn, the planet of discipline, responsibility, and karma, enters Pisces, forming a conjunction with Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Rahu. This creates a powerful astrological alignment in your 9th house, pushing you to take a serious and practical approach to matters of faith, education, and life philosophy. Saturn's presence demands accountability and structure, urging you to commit to long-term goals rather than fleeting inspirations. Saturn's conjunction with Venus can create a feeling of detachment in relationships. You may feel a sense of emotional distance from your partner, leading to the need for deeper introspection. This period will test the strength of your romantic and social bonds, highlighting the difference between superficial attraction and true compatibility. If your relationship is built on a solid foundation, you will emerge stronger. But if it is based on illusions, cracks may begin to show. The conjunction of Mercury and Saturn further reinforces the need for intellectual discipline. You might feel mentally burdened or overwhelmed by responsibilities related to studies, work, or personal growth. However, this is an excellent time for structured learning and serious commitment to educational pursuits. If you've been considering higher studies or spiritual training, Saturn's influence can help you stay disciplined and focused. Rahu's presence in this conjunction adds an unpredictable element. Rahu amplifies desires and illusions, making it difficult to see situations clearly. You might be drawn toward unconventional belief systems, mystical experiences, or foreign influences. However, It is important to remain grounded and not be swayed by deceptive appearances. Be cautious in legal matters, as Rahu's influence can create confusion or unexpected developments. On an emotional level, this transit will bring introspection and deep questioning. You may feel a sense of disillusionment as old beliefs no longer resonate with you. This can be an unsettling yet necessary process for growth. Saturn's lessons are never easy, but they are always valuable. You are being asked to let go of outdated perspectives and embrace a more mature and realistic understanding of life. During this period, you may feel a strong urge to travel or seek wisdom from different cultures and philosophies. However, with Mercury and Venus retrograde, travel plans may be delayed or disrupted. If you must travel, ensure that all arrangements are double-checked. Instead of embarking on physical journeys, consider engaging in inner exploration through meditation, reading, and self-reflection. Health-wise, this transit may bring stress-related concerns, particularly in relation to the nervous system and digestion. Anxiety, overthinking, and emotional turbulence can manifest physically, making it essential to practice mindfulness and self-care. Yoga, meditation, and grounding exercises will help you maintain balance. Since Pisces rules the feet, be mindful of any issues related to mobility or circulation. Spiritually, this is a time of profound transformation. You may feel called to explore new philosophies, deepen your spiritual practice, or seek guidance from mentors. However, be cautious of false gurus or misleading teachings, as Rahu's influence can create illusions in spiritual matters. Trust your intuition but verify facts before making significant commitments. The Mercury and Venus retrogrades, combined with Saturn's conjunction, mark a pivotal phase in your life. While this period may bring delays, challenges, and introspection, it is ultimately a time for growth and realignment. By embracing Saturn's discipline, reassessing your values, and refining your communication, you can navigate this transit with wisdom and resilience. Trust that whatever changes occur are guiding you toward a more authentic and stable path. As the retrogrades conclude and the planetary energies stabilize, you will emerge with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. Take this time to reflect, reassess, and realign your goals with your true aspirations. The lessons learned during this period will shape your future journey in powerful and meaningful ways. Stay patient, stay grounded, and embrace the transformative power of the cosmos. For Leo, the period from March to April 2025 brings a significant astrological shift as Mercury and Venus undergo retrograde motion in Pisces, accompanied by Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th. This results in a powerful planetary conjunction involving Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Rahu, and Saturn. With Mercury retrograde in Pisces from March 15th to April 7th, your 8th house, the domain of transformation, secrets, shared resources, and sudden events, will be impacted. Mercury governs your communication, intellect, and analytical abilities, but during its retrograde phase, it disrupts logical clarity, causing misunderstandings, delays, and introspection. Pisces, a deeply intuitive and imaginative sign, can make your thoughts scattered and emotions heightened, making rational decision-making more challenging. You may experience delays in financial matters involving inheritance, joint assets, or loans, requiring thorough review before making commitments. Be cautious with investments, as confusion or misjudgment could lead to setbacks. Past debts or financial obligations may also resurface, urging resolution. This Mercury retrograde can intensify your subconscious thoughts and hidden fears. You may find yourself revisiting past emotional wounds, unresolved issues in relationships, or secrets that need acknowledgement. Your mind may oscillate between paranoia and deep intuition, making it essential to differentiate between irrational fears and genuine insights. This is a time for deep psychological work, meditation, and seeking inner clarity rather than rushing into decisions. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, luxury, and relationships, begins its retrograde journey in Pisces on March 2nd and continues until April 13th. Venus feels exalted in Pisces, enhancing its spiritual and romantic qualities, but its retrograde motion turns its energy inward, causing you to reassess relationships, values, and desires. Since Venus rules your 3rd and 10th houses, impacting communication, personal efforts, career, and public image, you will experience a period of introspection in intimate relationships. Deep emotional bonds will be tested, and hidden relationship dynamics may surface. Unresolved trust issues or past heartbreaks may demand attention. If you're in a committed relationship, you may need to rebuild trust or reevaluate emotional connections. If you're seeking love, you may feel drawn to past lovers or karmic relationships. Venus also governs luxury and material pleasures, and its retrograde phase may bring financial fluctuations. Unplanned expenses related to shared resources, property, or legal matters may arise. Avoid making major purchases or financial commitments during this time, as your desires may be clouded by illusions. Instead, focus on redefining your personal values and long-term financial goals. With Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, you will experience a profound shift as it joins Venus, Sun, Mercury, and Rahu in the 8th house. Saturn, the planet of discipline, karma, and long-term lessons, brings a reality check to your financial and emotional commitments. This period will push you to take responsibility for shared assets, debts, and legal obligations. Matters related to family inheritance or partnerships may require careful handling. Since Mercury and Venus are both retrograde alongside Saturn, you must be cautious in professional interactions. Miscommunication at work, delays in projects, and workplace politics may cause frustration. With Venus ruling your 10th house, career decisions may require reevaluation. This is not the ideal time for job changes or initiating major business deals. Instead, focus on refining your current goals and strategies. As your ruling planet, the Sun, also transits Pisces, it adds another layer of intensity. The Sun represents your identity, ego, and self-expression, and in Pisces, it takes on a more introspective and spiritual tone. This period urges you to explore your hidden strengths, confront fears, and embrace transformation. Rahu's presence alongside these planets may create moments of confusion, illusion, or unexpected events. You may feel drawn to mystical subjects, occult sciences, or hidden knowledge, seeking deeper truths about life and yourself. Managing your emotions and mental stability will be crucial during this period. The combined retrograde influences of Mercury and Venus, along with Saturn's grounding presence, may lead to emotional turmoil, self-doubt, or feelings of being stuck. It is essential for you to practice self-care, engage in meditation or spiritual practices, and avoid impulsive reactions. Past emotional wounds may surface, but instead of resisting them, embrace this time as an opportunity for deep healing and transformation. On the positive side, this transit fosters personal evolution and resilience. If you embrace introspection and self-discovery, you will emerge stronger, with a clearer understanding of your desires, relationships, and life purpose. This is an excellent time for therapeutic practices, journaling, or seeking guidance from mentors or spiritual advisors. The 8th house energy favors research, investigation, and uncovering hidden truths, making it ideal for diving into intellectual pursuits or esoteric studies. In relationships, patience and honest communication will be crucial. Instead of making impulsive decisions about love or commitments, take the time to reflect on your true needs and expectations. Karmic connections may resurface, offering closure or deeper lessons. Financially, be mindful of your spending habits, avoid speculative investments, and focus on long-term financial planning rather than short-term gains. As Venus stations direct on April 13th and Mercury follows suit on April 7th, clarity will slowly return. Relationship matters that seemed confusing may begin to make sense, and financial uncertainties may start to stabilize. Saturn's continued presence in Pisces will ensure that the lessons learned during this period shape your long-term personal and professional growth. Overall, this retrograde season in Pisces challenges you to face your inner fears, redefine your relationships, and restructure your financial and career plans. While the journey may feel intense and transformative, it ultimately leads to self-awareness and empowerment. By maintaining patience, seeking clarity, and embracing change, you can navigate this astrological shift with wisdom and strength. For Virgo, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, combined with Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, will be a highly significant astrological period. This transit creates a powerful planetary conjunction in Pisces, directly opposing Virgo, which will bring deep introspection, delays, karmic lessons, and transformations in various aspects of life. Mercury, being your ruling planet, going retrograde in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and contracts, will significantly influence communication, decision-making, and how you approach commitments. Venus retrograding in the same house will intensify themes of love, finances, and personal values, pushing you to reassess the foundations of your relationships. Pisces, the opposite sign of Virgo, represents emotions, spirituality, and intuition, contrasting with your analytical, practical, and detail-oriented nature. This transit will test your ability to balance logic with emotions and to navigate uncertainties that arise in personal and professional connections. The retrograde motion of Mercury from March 15th to April 7th will bring delays, misunderstandings, and the resurfacing of unresolved issues in relationships. You may find yourself reevaluating past commitments, reconsidering business partnerships, or experiencing communication breakdowns with loved ones. Expect to reconnect with people from your past, as retrogrades often bring back unfinished matters for resolution. Venus retrograding in Pisces from March 2nd to April 13th will make you re-examine your desires and expectations in relationships. You may feel confused about your feelings or notice hidden aspects of your romantic and financial life coming to the surface. If you are in a relationship, this period will test the strength of your bond. Unspoken issues or suppressed emotions may create temporary emotional distance. If you are single, you might find yourself reminiscing about past loves or feeling uncertain about what you truly seek in a partner. Financially, Venus retrograde can cause delays in payments, unexpected expenses, or the need to rethink how you manage resources within a partnership. Avoid making major financial decisions or luxury purchases during this time, as retrogrades tend to bring illusions that may lead to regrets later. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th will be a major turning point. As Saturn joins Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Rahu in Pisces, it will add seriousness, responsibility, and karmic lessons to your relationships and commitments. Saturn in your 7th house will demand maturity, discipline, and patience in partnerships. You may feel pressure to define or solidify a relationship, or you may experience karmic tests that push you to evaluate whether a certain connection is built to last. If you have been avoiding responsibility in relationships or business dealings, Saturn's presence will force you to confront these issues head-on. The influence of Rahu in Pisces will create an element of confusion and unpredictability in your interactions. Rahu tends to amplify desires and illusions, and in your 7th house, it may bring encounters with people who challenge your perceptions. Be mindful of deception, unrealistic expectations, or impulsive commitments that may not be in your best interest. On a positive note, Rahu can also expand your network, bringing opportunities for unique partnerships, but discernment will be crucial. Since your ruling planet Mercury is deeply involved in this conjunction, the way you communicate and process information will undergo a shift. Retrograde Mercury in Pisces may create mental fog, indecisiveness, and second-guessing. You might struggle to express your thoughts clearly, leading to misunderstandings in professional and personal interactions. Be extra cautious in written and verbal communications. Double-check emails, contracts, and important messages to avoid confusion. This transit will also impact your approach to legal matters, agreements, and negotiations. If you are dealing with legal proceedings or contractual obligations, expect delays or the need for revisions. It would be wise to avoid signing new agreements until Mercury goes direct on April 7th, as hidden details or overlooked clauses may surface later. If you must proceed with important decisions, seek professional guidance to ensure clarity. From a spiritual perspective, Pisces energy will push you towards self-reflection and emotional growth. You may feel a heightened sense of intuition, dreams may become more vivid, and you might find yourself drawn toward meditation, healing, or exploring deeper philosophical questions about love and relationships. However, emotional sensitivity may be heightened, making you more prone to absorbing the emotions of those around you. Setting boundaries will be essential to maintain mental and emotional balance. In terms of health, the stress brought by retrogrades and Saturn's transit can manifest in physical fatigue, anxiety, or digestive issues. Your sign is naturally associated with health consciousness, so be mindful of stress management, diet, and sleep patterns during this period. Avoid overanalyzing situations to the point of exhaustion, and focus on grounding activities that help you maintain stability. Career-wise, this transit may bring changes in professional partnerships, collaborations, or business negotiations. If you are in a client-facing role, dealing with customers or business associates may require extra patience, as miscommunications and delays are likely. For those involved in creative fields, writing, or any profession requiring communication skills, expect a temporary slowdown but also an opportunity to refine your work. Artistic and spiritual careers may benefit from the introspective energy of this period, inspiring deeper creativity. On April 7th, when Mercury goes direct, you will gain clarity in relationships and partnerships. Conversations that felt stuck will begin to flow more smoothly, and decisions that seemed uncertain will become clearer. Venus going direct on April 13th will restore harmony in romantic and financial matters, helping you move forward with a renewed sense of direction. Overall, this transit will be a period of deep introspection, reassessment, and restructuring in your relationships and partnerships. The combination of Mercury and Venus retrogrades, along with Saturn's influence, will bring both challenges and opportunities for growth. It will test your ability to balance emotions with practicality, forcing you to confront unresolved matters in love, business, and personal commitments. While this period may feel overwhelming at times, it will ultimately lead to greater self-awareness, maturity, and clarity in your connections with others. Patience, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from past patterns will be the key to navigating this complex but transformative time. For Libra, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, along with Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, will be a deeply transformative period. This rare astrological alignment brings a major focus on your 6th house, which governs health, daily routines, work, discipline, and service. The presence of Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Sun, and Rahu in Pisces will stir significant changes in these areas, prompting you to reassess how you manage responsibilities, health habits, and professional life. Since Libra is ruled by Venus, this retrograde will have an even stronger impact, bringing inner reflection, restructuring, and necessary adjustments. Mercury's retrograde from March 15th to April 7th will challenge the way you organize your daily life, communicate in professional settings, and handle responsibilities. You may encounter misunderstandings at work, delayed projects, or errors in documents and communication. Retrogrades often bring back unresolved matters, so you might have to revisit old tasks or correct past mistakes. It is essential to double-check important emails, contracts, and work-related documents to avoid confusion. Be mindful of office politics and miscommunications with colleagues, as disagreements may arise due to unclear expectations. Venus, your ruling planet, will be retrograde from March 2nd to April 13th, leading to introspection regarding your values, relationships, and financial management. Since Venus governs beauty, luxury, and pleasure, you may feel a temporary disconnect from the things that usually bring you joy. Your work environment may seem less harmonious, or you might feel unappreciated in your professional role. There could be financial setbacks, delays in receiving payments, or unexpected expenses related to health or work. Avoid making major financial investments during this time, as retrogrades often cloud judgment. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th will intensify the need for discipline and long-term planning in your daily life. Saturn brings structure and accountability, urging you to take better care of your health and refine your work ethic. If you have been neglecting your well-being, Saturn will push you to adopt healthier habits, whether through diet, exercise, or stress management. This transit may also bring a heavier workload, requiring you to become more efficient and organized. The presence of Rahu alongside these planets can create a sense of unpredictability, making it essential to stay adaptable and avoid overcommitting to responsibilities. Health will be a central theme during this transit, as the 6th house governs physical well-being and medical issues. Mercury retrograde can cause mental fog, stress-related ailments, or digestive discomfort, while Venus retrograde may make you feel emotionally drained or unmotivated. Saturn's presence further emphasizes the importance of self-care, pushing you to develop sustainable routines that support long-term health. If you have existing health concerns, this period may require you to seek proper medical attention or revisit old treatments. It is crucial to avoid self-neglect and prioritize rest and recovery. Professionally, this transit can bring both challenges and opportunities. You may feel pressure to prove your efficiency at work, or you might face delays in projects due to unforeseen circumstances. If you are considering a job change, it would be wise to wait until Mercury and Venus go direct, as retrogrades are not ideal for new beginnings. Instead, use this period to reassess your career goals, refine your skills, and resolve unfinished work. If you are in a service-oriented profession, such as healthcare, counseling, or customer service, this transit may demand extra patience and dedication. Interpersonal dynamics at the workplace may also shift, as Venus retrograde can create misunderstandings with coworkers or authority figures. You might feel a lack of support or appreciation, making it essential to maintain professionalism and clear communication. Avoid office gossip or impulsive reactions to conflicts, as retrogrades can distort perceptions. Instead, focus on resolving past issues and strengthening professional relationships through honesty and cooperation. On a personal level, this transit will encourage you to reevaluate how you balance work and personal life. Libra thrives on harmony and social connections, but the intense focus on the 6th house may make you feel burdened by responsibilities. It is essential to set boundaries and avoid overextending yourself. Venus retrograde may make you question whether certain obligations truly align with your values, leading you to make necessary adjustments in your daily routine. Financially, Venus retrograde in the 6th house warns against overspending, taking financial risks, or relying on uncertain sources of income. You may experience delays in receiving payments or unexpected expenses related to work or health. It would be wise to review your budget, cut unnecessary expenditures, and focus on building financial stability. Since Saturn is involved, long-term financial planning and responsible money management will be crucial. If you have debts or pending financial commitments, this period may require you to address them strategically. Spiritual and emotional well-being will also come into focus, as Pisces energy urges introspection and inner healing. You may find yourself questioning your purpose, reassessing your priorities, or seeking solitude to process emotions. Meditation, journaling, or therapy can be beneficial during this time, helping you navigate the internal shifts brought by these retrogrades. Since Rahu is present in Pisces, you may also experience unusual dreams, heightened intuition, or a sense of restlessness. It is important to stay grounded and avoid escapist tendencies, as retrogrades can sometimes blur the lines between reality and illusion. As Mercury goes direct on April 7th, clarity will begin to return to your work life and daily routine. Miscommunications will start to resolve, and projects that face delays will regain momentum. Venus turning direct on April 13th will restore balance in your relationships, finances, and personal sense of fulfillment. You may feel a renewed sense of motivation and appreciation for the work you do, and interpersonal connections will improve. Saturn's influence will continue to shape your long-term discipline, helping you maintain the positive habits developed during this period. Overall, this transit will be a time of reassessment, restructuring, and personal growth for Libra. The combination of Mercury and Venus retrogrades, along with Saturn's influence, will push you to refine your daily life, professional commitments, and overall well-being. While challenges may arise in communication, finances, and health, this period will ultimately serve as a stepping stone for long-term stability and self-improvement. Embracing patience, adaptability, and self-care will be the key to navigating these planetary shifts successfully. For Scorpio, the planetary transits in March and April 2025 will have a profound effect on you, as Mercury and Venus retrograde in Pisces, forming significant conjunctions. Mercury retrogrades from March 15th to April 7th, while Venus undergoes retrograde motion from March 2nd to April 13th. Saturn enters Pisces on March 29th, joining Venus, Sun, Mercury, and Rahu, making this transit a particularly intense one. Understanding the impact of these retrogrades, along with the presence of multiple astrological bodies in Pisces, will be crucial for you in navigating this period effectively. As a Scorpio, being a water sign ruled by Mars, you will experience this transit in your 5th house, which governs creativity, intellect, education, romance, speculative ventures, and progeny. The retrogrades of Mercury and Venus, combined with the presence of Saturn and Rahu, may create a sense of confusion and delay in these areas. However, this period will also offer an opportunity for introspection, reevaluation, and refinement in various aspects of your life. Mercury retrograde in Pisces generally brings challenges in communication, decision-making, and clarity of thought. This retrograde will particularly impact your intellectual pursuits, creative endeavors, and romantic matters. There may be misunderstandings with loved ones, misinterpretations in professional or academic work, and delays in projects that require precise execution. Given that Mercury rules communication and analytical skills, this period calls for caution in signing contracts, making significant financial decisions, or expressing emotions impulsively. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, and financial stability, turning retrograde in Pisces can create turbulence in relationships and monetary matters. You may find yourself revisiting past romantic connections, reassessing your values in relationships, or feeling emotionally withdrawn. Issues related to trust and emotional security may surface, prompting you to reevaluate your commitments. Financially, this transit may bring delays in receiving payments or unexpected expenses, requiring careful budget management. The conjunction of Saturn, Venus, Sun, Mercury, and Rahu in Pisces on March 29th will amplify the impact of these retrogrades. Saturn's presence in your 5th house signifies discipline, responsibility, and hard lessons in creativity and personal expression. This means facing obstacles in artistic or intellectual pursuits, dealing with delays in romantic matters, or confronting issues related to children or parental responsibilities. Rahu's influence can add unpredictability, creating situations that test your patience and resilience. One of the key themes for you during this transit will be the reassessment of priorities. The 5th house governs speculative activities, and with Mercury and Venus in retrograde motion, impulsive investments or financial risks should be avoided. This is not an ideal time for gambling, stock market speculation, or financial dealings based on uncertainty. Instead, focus on long-term strategies and well-researched investments. Romantically, the retrograde energies of Venus and Mercury may create nostalgia or unresolved emotions from the past. You may reconnect with old flames or experience misunderstandings with your current partner. Communication breakdowns, unspoken grievances, or unrealistic expectations may lead to emotional turmoil. It is essential for you to practice patience, communicate openly, and avoid making impulsive relationship decisions. This period can also highlight the importance of self-love and emotional independence. On the creative front, this transit may bring moments of self-doubt or creative blocks. However, it also offers an opportunity to refine your artistic skills, revisit unfinished projects, and gain new perspectives on creative expression. Saturn's influence encourages discipline and perseverance, making this a good time to focus on structured learning and refining your artistic or intellectual talents. Any creative endeavor started during this period should be approached with a long-term perspective. For students and those pursuing academic goals, Mercury's retrograde motion can bring challenges in concentration, memory retention, and effective learning. Exams, research work, or important academic decisions may require extra effort and revision. Double-checking information, avoiding last-minute preparations, and seeking guidance from mentors will be beneficial. Patience and adaptability will be necessary when dealing with educational setbacks or delays. Health-wise, this transit may bring mental fatigue, anxiety, or stress-related issues. With multiple planets in Pisces, there is a strong need for you to maintain emotional balance and mental clarity. Practices such as meditation, yoga, or engaging in creative hobbies can help you navigate this period smoothly. It is also essential to be mindful of overindulgence and escapist tendencies, such as excessive social media use, unhealthy eating habits, or emotional dependency on others. From a spiritual perspective, this transit offers an opportunity for deep introspection and self-discovery. As a Scorpio, being a transformative sign, you thrive in periods of profound inner exploration. The retrogrades of Mercury and Venus in the intuitive sign of Pisces encourage connecting with higher wisdom, exploring spiritual practices, and understanding your personal desires on a deeper level. Meditation, journaling, or engaging in esoteric studies can provide valuable insights during this time. Career-wise, the impact of this transit will be felt in areas requiring intellectual creativity, leadership, and personal expression. If you are in a field related to art, media, education, speculative business, or entertainment, you may experience delays, revisions, or unexpected changes in projects. However, this is also a time when careful planning, patience, and adaptability can lead to long-term success. Focus on refining your work, avoiding impulsive decisions, and embracing flexibility in your professional endeavors. Overall, the retrogrades of Mercury and Venus in Pisces, combined with the conjunction of Saturn, Sun, and Rahu, will bring a period of reflection, reassessment, and refinement for you as a Scorpio. Challenges may arise in communication, relationships, finances, and creative pursuits, but these obstacles also present opportunities for growth and transformation. By practicing patience, embracing introspection, and maintaining a disciplined approach, you can navigate this transit effectively and emerge with newfound clarity and strength. For Sagittarius, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces during March and April 2025 bring profound transformations. With Mercury retrograding in Pisces from March 15th to April 7th and Venus in retrograde motion from March 2nd to April 13th, there will be a strong emphasis on matters related to home, emotional security, and personal foundations. The entry of Saturn into Pisces on March 29th further intensifies the impact of this period, forming a conjunction with Venus, Mercury, Sun, and Rahu. This astrological alignment suggests that you will navigate deep emotional waters, reassessing your sense of stability, family ties, and inner world. Mercury's retrograde in Pisces impacts your fourth house, which governs home, property, family, and emotional security. This period may bring unresolved family issues to the surface, prompting you to revisit old memories and childhood experiences. Communication within the home may become challenging, leading to misunderstandings or delays in matters related to real estate, home renovation, or relocation. If you have been considering a move or a significant change in your living environment, this retrograde period may require you to reassess your plans and ensure that all details are properly accounted for. Retrogrades encourage reflection and reevaluation, and Mercury's influence in Pisces enhances intuitive and subconscious insights. You may find yourself revisiting past emotional patterns, questioning your connection to your roots, and seeking closure from unresolved family matters. Old relatives, childhood friends, or past emotional experiences may resurface, giving you an opportunity to find healing and understanding. However, miscommunications are likely, so it is essential to practice patience and clarity in all discussions related to family and home matters. Venus retrograde in Pisces adds another layer of complexity, particularly in your emotional and romantic life. As Venus governs relationships, love, and finances, its retrograde motion in your fourth house suggests potential emotional turbulence in domestic relationships. If you are in a committed relationship, you may experience misunderstandings or reassess the emotional foundation of your partnership. If you have been feeling disconnected from your partner, this period will prompt you to reflect on whether your relationship provides the emotional security and comfort you need. For single Sagittarius natives, past lovers may resurface during this time, urging you to confront unresolved emotions. However, it is crucial to approach these reappearances with caution, as Venus retrograde often revives old romantic connections for the sake of closure rather than rekindling. Financial matters related to the home may also require attention. Be mindful of unexpected expenses regarding property, renovations, or family obligations. This is not the ideal time for major financial commitments related to your home, as Venus retrograde can bring delays or complications in monetary transactions. The conjunction of Saturn, Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Rahu in Pisces on March 29th brings an intense focus on restructuring your emotional and domestic life. Saturn's entry into Pisces signifies a long-term transformation in your fourth house, urging you to establish stronger emotional foundations and take responsibility for family matters. This planetary alignment may bring a reality check regarding your home life, requiring you to address responsibilities that you may have neglected. Saturn's energy demands discipline and maturity, so you may be called to take on greater family obligations or redefine your relationship with your home and personal security. Rahu's presence in Pisces adds an unpredictable element to this transit, potentially creating a sense of confusion or restlessness in your domestic environment. There may be an inner conflict between your desire for emotional security and your urge to break free from limiting family dynamics. You may feel drawn toward exploring unconventional living arrangements or adopting a more independent approach to your emotional well-being. The influence of Rahu can also amplify spiritual or mystical inclinations, prompting you to seek deeper meaning in your home and family connections. The Sun's presence in Pisces alongside these retrogrades illuminates hidden emotional patterns and subconscious influences. This is a period of self-discovery and introspection, where you may gain clarity about past wounds that have shaped your emotional responses. Meditation, journaling, and therapy can be highly beneficial during this time, helping you navigate complex emotions and find inner peace. Your dreams and intuition may be particularly strong, offering insights that guide you toward emotional healing and transformation. One of the key challenges of this transit is the tendency to feel emotionally overwhelmed. With so many planets concentrated in your fourth house, you may experience mood swings, nostalgia, or moments of deep introspection. It is essential to practice grounding techniques and maintain a sense of balance amidst the emotional turbulence. Spending time in nature, engaging in creative activities, and seeking support from trusted friends or family members can help you navigate this period with greater ease. Despite the challenges, this transit also presents an opportunity for profound inner growth. Mercury and Venus retrogrades push you to redefine what emotional security means to you, while Saturn's influence urges you to build a stable foundation for your future. If you have been avoiding certain family issues or struggling with feelings of insecurity, this period will help you address them in a meaningful way. By the time these retrogrades end, you will have a clearer understanding of what truly matters to you in terms of home, family, and emotional well-being. As Mercury turns direct on April 7th and Venus resumes forward motion on April 13th, you will begin to see progress in domestic matters and relationships. Miscommunications will start to clear, allowing you to express your emotions with greater clarity. Any delays or complications related to your home environment will gradually resolve, bringing a sense of relief and stability. This is when you can take concrete steps toward implementing the changes you have been contemplating during the retrograde phase. Overall, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, along with Saturn's entry into Pisces, bring a deeply transformative period for Sagittarius individuals, particularly in matters related to home, family, and emotional security. This transit urges you to reflect on your past, heal old wounds, and create a stronger foundation for your future. While there may be emotional challenges and unexpected revelations, this period ultimately serves as a catalyst for growth and self-awareness. By embracing introspection and patience, you can emerge from this transit with a renewed sense of emotional clarity and stability. For Capricorn, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, combined with Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, will have profound effects. This transit will take place in your third house, which governs communication, courage, short-distance travel, siblings, and self-expression. With multiple planets in retrograde motion and Saturn entering this house, you can expect a period of deep introspection, challenges in personal and professional communication, and the need to restructure certain aspects of your daily life. Retrogrades often bring delays, reversals, and an intensified focus on past matters. Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, will retrograde from March 15th to April 7th, causing disruptions in how you convey your thoughts and process information. Venus, the planet of love, relationships, and finances, will be retrograding from March 2nd to April 13th, leading to reevaluations in personal relationships and financial planning. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th will further solidify these lessons by forcing you to confront unresolved issues and make lasting changes. One of the major challenges of this transit will be in communication. Mercury retrograde in your third house can make it difficult to express yourself clearly, leading to misunderstandings and confusion in conversations. Whether it's in the workplace, among friends, or within your family, You may feel that people are misinterpreting your words or that you are unable to articulate your thoughts effectively. This is a time to practice patience, double-check messages before sending them, and avoid making hasty decisions based on unclear information. With Venus also retrograding in this house, relationships with siblings, close friends, and neighbors may experience turbulence. Past misunderstandings or unresolved conflicts could resurface, demanding your attention. There may be moments where you feel emotionally distant from those you care about, but this is an opportunity to mend broken ties rather than sever them completely. If you have been neglecting communication with certain family members or close friends, this period will push you to reconnect and address lingering issues. Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th will add an element of seriousness and structure to this house. Saturn is known as the planet of discipline, responsibility, and karmic lessons. In your third house, it will demand that you refine how you communicate, learn, and engage with your immediate environment. If you have been taking a casual approach to learning new skills, Saturn's presence will push you to study more diligently and apply knowledge practically. Any superficiality in communication will be challenged, and you may find yourself adopting a more thoughtful, deliberate speaking style. This transit will also impact short-distance travel. With Mercury retrograde, delays, cancellations, and unexpected detours are highly likely. If you are planning to travel for work or personal reasons, ensure that all details are thoroughly checked and that backup plans are in place. Avoid making major travel bookings during this time, as last-minute changes could disrupt your plans. Venus retrograde, in particular, may cause discomfort during travel, possibly through unexpected expenses or an inability to enjoy the experience fully. Saturn's entry into Pisces might push you to be more disciplined about your travel habits, emphasizing the importance of careful planning. Another key aspect of this transit is its impact on your thought processes and mindset. Mercury's retrograde will encourage introspection, making it a good time for personal reflection and inner dialogue. However, overanalyzing situations or getting stuck in negative thought patterns is a potential challenge. Since the third house governs learning and intellectual pursuits, this retrograde might slow down progress in studies or skill acquisition. If you are a student, revisiting old study materials and reinforcing past lessons will be more beneficial than starting something new. Professionally, this transit might cause minor setbacks in projects that require strong communication skills, such as writing, marketing, sales, or negotiations. If you are in a role that involves frequent interactions with clients or coworkers, misunderstandings could arise, requiring extra effort to ensure clarity. Venus retrograde could also bring financial complications related to commissions, freelance work, or short-term projects. If you are working on a contract basis, payments may be delayed, or terms may need to be renegotiated. The presence of Rahu in Pisces further complicates this transit, as it amplifies confusion, illusions, and the potential for misinterpretation. Rahu tends to create a sense of urgency or obsession, so you may feel an overwhelming need to resolve communication issues quickly. However, with Mercury and Venus retrograde, impulsive decisions could backfire. Instead, adopt a patient approach and allow clarity to emerge naturally. On the personal front, romantic relationships may experience periods of doubt and reassessment. Venus retrograde in your third house suggests that past romantic interests may reappear, or you might find yourself questioning current relationship dynamics. If you are in a relationship, there could be a temporary lack of emotional connection or misunderstandings over small matters. However, this is not necessarily a time for breakups but rather for understanding and working through unresolved issues. For those involved in creative pursuits such as writing, content creation, or public speaking, this transit may initially cause blocks in creative flow. However, as retrogrades encourage looking back, this could be an excellent time to revisit old projects, refine your work, and bring past ideas to completion. Avoid launching new projects until Mercury turns direct on April 7th, as the energy will be more supportive of forward momentum after that date. Financially, Venus retrograde urges caution in spending, particularly on luxury items, beauty products, or anything related to aesthetics. If you are considering a major purchase, it would be wise to wait until Venus turns direct. Avoid lending money during this period, as repayments could be delayed or complicated. Saturn's influence will require you to be more structured in managing your finances, ensuring that unnecessary expenses are curtailed. This transit also has an impact on your health, particularly in relation to stress levels and mental well-being. With so much planetary activity in your third house, overthinking and anxiety may become prominent. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, or journaling can help clear mental clutter. Saturn's discipline can be used to create a structured daily routine, ensuring that stress does not take a toll on your health. Overall, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in Pisces, along with Saturn's entry into Pisces, will be a period of deep reflection and restructuring for Capricorn. Communication will need extra care, relationships will undergo reevaluation, and professional matters will require patience. While challenges may arise, this transit is ultimately an opportunity to refine your approach to expression, relationships, and learning. By embracing these lessons with a mature and patient mindset, you will emerge from this period with greater clarity and stronger foundations for the future. For Aquarius, the Mercury and Venus retrograde in Pisces from March to April 2025 is set to bring a period of deep reflection, reassessment, and transformation. With both Mercury and Venus moving in reverse motion in Pisces, which governs your second house of finances, values, and speech, this transit will challenge you to rethink your priorities in these areas. Retrogrades in astrology signify a period where the normal motion of a planet appears to move backward from Earth's perspective. This phenomenon encourages introspection, revisiting past themes, and re-evaluating situations before moving forward again. Mercury retrograde, in particular, is notorious for causing miscommunications, travel delays, and technological disruptions. Since it rules logic, communication, and intellect, its backward motion often results in misunderstandings, confusion, and revisiting old conversations or issues. Venus, on the other hand, governs love, beauty, finances, and relationships. When it retrogrades, unresolved romantic matters may resurface, financial issues may demand reassessment, and personal values might shift unexpectedly. For Aquarius, the focus of this retrograde period will be on the second house, which represents financial stability, personal resources, material possessions, and speech. Mercury's retrograde in Pisces could create misunderstandings related to financial agreements, delayed payments, or unexpected expenses. You may need to reevaluate how you handle your money, budget, and investments. It is not an ideal time for major financial decisions, such as making big purchases, signing contracts, or launching new business ventures. Any financial misstep during this period could lead to long-term consequences. However, if you take this time to analyze your past financial choices and strategize for the future, you can use this period wisely. Venus retrograde in Pisces will impact your sense of self-worth, material desires, and relationships connected to money. You may find yourself reconsidering how you value yourself in professional and personal spheres. If you have been undervaluing your skills or working for less than you deserve, this transit may push you to demand more recognition. Old financial matters, such as debts or unfulfilled financial promises, may return for resolution. Be mindful of impulsive spending, as Venus retrograde can create a tendency to make emotional purchases that you may regret later. One of the most significant aspects of this period is Saturn entering Pisces on March 29th, joining Mercury, Venus, the Sun, and Rahu. Saturn is the planet of discipline, karma, and structure, and its movement into your second house will bring long-term shifts in how you manage your resources. This conjunction suggests a period of financial discipline and reassessment of your long-term financial goals. You may have to work harder than usual to maintain financial stability, and any negligence regarding savings or responsibilities could catch up with you. Saturn's presence will demand accountability and a realistic approach to money matters. Avoid shortcuts and quick financial schemes, as they are likely to backfire. Mercury retrograde can also bring past discussions or unresolved conflicts related to finances, family values, or inheritance matters. If you had disagreements about shared resources, now is the time to review them with a fresh perspective. Since Mercury governs communication, there may be delays in crucial conversations, misunderstandings with family members, or difficulty in articulating your thoughts. Double-check all paperwork related to financial agreements, as mistakes made now may require future corrections. Venus retrograde in Pisces might bring past relationship dynamics back into focus, particularly those where financial dependence played a role. If you have been in relationships where financial inequality was an issue, you may feel compelled to address these concerns. This is also a period when old romantic partners may resurface, leading you to reconsider what you truly value in love and companionship. Emotional reassessment is a strong theme, and you may find yourself questioning whether your current partnerships align with your evolving values. Another crucial element of this transit is the presence of Rahu in Pisces. Rahu, known for bringing illusions, desires, and sudden changes, will amplify the confusion created by the retrogrades. It may encourage you to chase unrealistic financial gains or fall into deceptive financial dealings. Be cautious of fraudulent schemes, misleading opportunities, or making impulsive investments that seem too good to be true. With so many planets influencing your second house, distinguishing between illusion and reality will be essential. The Sun, which will also be part of this planetary cluster in Pisces, will highlight matters related to self-esteem and personal values. You may feel an internal conflict between what you desire and what you need to maintain stability. The Sun's influence will push you to evaluate whether your financial goals align with your true purpose. It is a time to embrace clarity rather than getting lost in confusion. Health-wise, this transit suggests a need to be mindful of stress-related issues. Since the second house also governs food and diet, be careful with what you consume. Emotional eating or poor dietary choices could have negative effects on your health. Saturn's presence in this house will demand discipline, making it a good time to adopt healthier eating habits and establish a more structured routine. Spiritually, this period encourages you to question your attachments to material possessions and explore deeper emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You may find yourself contemplating the true meaning of wealth and success. Retrogrades offer a chance to go inward, and this is an ideal time for meditation, introspection, and reconnecting with your core values. While this transit may feel overwhelming at times, it is also an opportunity to restructure and refine your financial and personal priorities. Mercury retrograde will push you to rethink communication and financial planning. Venus retrograde will challenge you to redefine your self-worth and relationships, and Saturn's entry into Pisces will demand long-term stability and discipline. The presence of Rahu will test your ability to see beyond illusions and avoid deceptive shortcuts. By embracing the lessons of this transit, you can emerge with a clearer financial plan, stronger self-worth, and a better understanding of your true needs. Use this period to reflect, reorganize, and make well-thought-out decisions rather than acting on impulse. As the retrogrades end and direct motion resumes, you will have the clarity and wisdom to move forward with greater stability and confidence. For a Pisces native, the Mercury and Venus retrogrades in your sign, coupled with Saturn's entry into Pisces on March 29th, mark a profound period of introspection, transformation, and karmic lessons. As a water sign deeply connected to intuition, emotions, and spirituality, you will experience a stirring of subconscious thoughts, relationships, and personal aspirations. With Mercury turning retrograde from March 15th to April 7th and Venus from March 2nd to April 13th, both in Pisces, the energetic climate will emphasize reflection, reevaluation, and reconnection with past themes. Saturn's arrival in Pisces on March 29th will further solidify long-term changes, creating a serious tone for this period. The presence of the Sun and Rahu in your sign will add complexity to the planetary alignment, pushing you towards self-discovery and growth. Retrogrades occur when a planet appears to move backward from our perspective on Earth, creating a period where its significations become intensified and often reversed. Mercury retrograde in Pisces affects your communication, cognition, travel, and decision-making, while Venus retrograde in the same sign influences love, finances, beauty, and harmony. The simultaneous retrogrades will bring a strong pull toward revisiting past relationships, old dreams, or unresolved emotional matters. Since Mercury governs intellect and Venus represents affection, this period can be confusing yet transformative for you, forcing you to reconsider your emotional and mental patterns. Being a mutable water sign ruled by Jupiter, you are already attuned to spiritual insights and deep emotions. With Mercury in retrograde motion, you may find yourself caught in a web of nostalgic thoughts, miscommunications, and misunderstandings. Since Pisces governs the 12th house in the natural zodiac, themes related to isolation, subconscious fears, hidden enemies, and karmic debts will surface. This transit will encourage self-reflection but may also create mental fog and indecision. Important decisions regarding career, relationships, or finances should be postponed until after April 7th, when Mercury turns direct. Delays in travel, technological failures, and distorted perceptions of reality are likely, so patience and clarity will be necessary. Venus retrograde in Pisces amplifies your emotional depth and can reignite past romantic connections or unresolved feelings. As Venus is exalted in Pisces, its retrograde motion disrupts the usual sense of harmony in relationships, making it a time to reassess your love life and financial stability. If you are in a relationship, you may feel a sense of disillusionment or question your partner's intentions. Old lovers might resurface, leading to either closure or rekindling of emotions. Financially, this is not an ideal period for making significant investments or splurging on luxuries, as Venus retrograde often brings financial miscalculations. However, artistic and creative pursuits may flourish as your imaginative energy is heightened, making this a powerful time for self-expression through art, music, or writing. Saturn's transit into Pisces on March 29th will bring a more serious and disciplined tone to the mix. Saturn represents structure, discipline, karma, and endurance, and when it enters Pisces, it urges you to redefine your spiritual beliefs, build emotional resilience, and focus on long-term plans. You will be challenged to ground your dreams into reality, creating a shift from idealism to practicality. Saturn's presence in your sign will test your patience, pushing you to work hard toward your aspirations rather than relying on fate alone. The conjunction of Saturn with Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Rahu on March 29th will be a defining moment, as multiple energies converge, creating both opportunities and obstacles. Rahu's influence can bring sudden, unexpected developments, while Saturn will demand responsibility and commitment to personal growth. You may experience fluctuating emotions during this time, feeling torn between your spiritual inclinations and practical responsibilities. The presence of Saturn may bring a heightened sense of loneliness or a need for solitude, prompting you to retreat and introspect. Meditation, journaling, and mindfulness will be beneficial tools to navigate this period. Professionally, Saturn's energy will demand hard work and perseverance, requiring you to establish strong foundations in your career. Delays and obstacles may arise, but persistence will eventually yield long-term rewards. Health-wise, you should pay close attention to your mental and emotional well-being. With so many planets activating your sign, stress, anxiety, and exhaustion are possible. Sleep patterns may be disrupted, and subconscious fears may surface in the form of vivid dreams or emotional breakdowns. Physical health should also be prioritized, as retrogrades can manifest as psychosomatic ailments. Staying hydrated, engaging in grounding activities, and avoiding escapist tendencies such as excessive daydreaming or overindulgence in intoxicants will be crucial. Financially, this transit may not be the most stable period. Venus retrograde can create unexpected expenses or miscalculations in finances. It is advisable to avoid large investments, extravagant spending, or signing contracts during this time. Instead, focusing on saving and reassessing your financial goals will be beneficial. If you are a business owner or freelancer, you may experience fluctuations in income, requiring you to adapt to changing circumstances. Caution should be exercised in monetary dealings, and it would be wise to review all agreements carefully before making commitments. Socially, you may feel disconnected or misunderstood during this transit. Mercury retrograde will make communication unclear, leading to potential conflicts or misinterpretations with friends and loved ones. Venus retrograde may bring emotional vulnerability, making interactions more intense than usual. It is crucial to practice patience and avoid making impulsive decisions regarding relationships. If misunderstandings arise, waiting until the retrogrades end before resolving them is advisable. Overall, this planetary alignment marks a period of profound transformation for you as a Pisces native. The combination of Mercury and Venus retrogrades, along with Saturn's transit, brings a mix of challenges and opportunities. While confusion and emotional turbulence are expected, this period is ultimately about realignment, spiritual growth, and karmic resolution. By embracing patience, self-reflection, and discipline, you can navigate this transit with wisdom and emerge stronger on the other side. Trusting the process, staying grounded, and seeking clarity before making important decisions will be the key to successfully managing this intense yet enlightening astrological period. As we conclude this episode, please remember that these insights are based on Sidereal or Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference from the tropical zodiac. Individual predictions may vary, as every birth chart is unique. The influence of dasha periods and natal planetary placements can shape transits differently, both positively and negatively. It's essential to consider your own birth chart when applying these general predictions to your personal circumstances. If you'd like personalized predictions or have questions about your astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful astrology content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to sharing more astrological wisdom with you in the future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.